Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday, everyone. So, hopefully, y'all read the topic. Hopefully, y'all going to tune in today. I have special guests with me. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I have special guests. I have Miss Erica here today. She's the new one. She's our new guest that we never had on the platform before. I got my favorite, my fave, who's always here, my ride or die, Natalie.
Hey,
And then I also have Mr. Island. Mr. Island, can you still hear us? Mr. Pickney, can you hear us? Okay. He's having technical difficulties, so he probably get his stuff together in a few minutes. So let's get this stuff. We're gonna talk about it in a few minutes, you guys. I hope y'all seen the topic. So we're gonna talk about why men act like bands. And I'm gonna leave it at that. If you know, you know. So once we get into the topic, hopefully you get to figure out what we're talking about. So we have a man on here to get his opinion, and we have our women to give our opinion. So make sure that you tune in. If you want to join the conversation, please leave a comment in the chat. Also, hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and make sure you share the video out if you're able to. Here you go. Is he done with that? Can you hear us now?
I can hear him.
I can't hear him saying nothing else. I can't hear him yet.
Check. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes.
Let me see if he can hear us.
Why don't make you join?
I can't hear nobody else.
Can you hear us now?
I can't hear y'all.
Bubbles.
What's going on?
You can't? Get off and get back on there and see if you can hear us. Let me see.
If people talking back.
You thought people was commenting.
Okay.
You see my grandbaby Erica?
Oh, it's so cute. I heard you had a new baby.
Why can't I hear y'all?
Yeah. This is my new grandbaby.
Oh.
You're gonna act like his great grandma
I see
fussing
you,
all the
Auntie.
time.
I'm trying to figure out why I
Hey,
can't hear y'all.
I can hear you. You can't hear me?
I'm gonna go out and come back in.
Yeah,
See if
do
that'll
that.
help.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Please hit that like button, subscribe, share this video out so it can get out. Leave comments in the chat. Let's talk about it. Why men act like bands? Let's get this subject going.
What's the band?
So, Natalie and Erica, how was your day?
Mine was great. Thanks for having me, Lakita. And I miss you, Natalie.
I
You-
miss you too.
You didn't say you miss me. I mean,
I
we haven't
did.
we
I said
haven't
I
did our date yet. We haven't did our next date yet. Me and you and Nita got to get together and do our
I
next date.
know.
And y'all gonna just
Soon.
leave me out in my face, right?
You coming.
Thank you, reality checks. Thanks for coming in, reality checks. This is my new friend boy. This is my chops.
Oh, look at him.
I'm not playing with you. You better come right back.
What's
Bring me something sweet.
Don't you?
Yeah, something sweet. I wanted a brownie from Starbucks, but it's too late. Don't be trying to run Ruby around either.
Don't let them kids drive your car, girl.
I know, right?
They don't come back.
She better come back. I'm gonna have somebody come get me so I can put an APB out on her. I'm gonna go get my stuff. Hurry up so you can get back here. I think they all was plotting. You know, I told her all day going to go to the store when it was daylight outside. Now she want to go to the store now.
Cause you distracted.
Now I said, girl, look, you had all day. She talking about I was trying to take a nap. Mr. Island, can you hear us now?
Why is it I cannot hear y'all?
We can hear you. It's who? He ain't thinking about you. Oh no. He got to check and see if he got something hooked up. Something else hooked up. Check and see if you got something else connected. Check your microphone or something. Or check and see if your mute is on.
Or AirPods or something like that.
Your AirPods or something, because that'll take away the sound too.
Real unique niggas.
Look at you. Look at you ready to fuss.
I said, what the heck?
Yeah. So Erica, how have you been? We haven't seen you in a minute.
I've been doing great.
Remember, we live. You can't be acting like that. He got to behave. He can't be acting like that.
He said, "This is my debut. I'm about to show up and show out."
Yeah, we live. He can't be acting like that. Come on, Mary. You got to get it together. Okay. Yeah. So, you know, we miss you so much. We miss you so much.
I know you guys do. I miss you guys too.
Why you didn't come Saturday?
Because I was watching Sean's kids because he was supposed to come and he didn't show up, did he?
No, he did not.
He used his babysitter for something else, huh?
Not probably so. He said he got bigger plans. I'm surprised. Aaron must have been at work because you know he normally have her watch him.
Yeah. I don't know where she probably was at work.
Here. He like, look, I don't want that. Remember, this is your time to shine and you tripping. You tripping. Yeah. So Natalie, I miss you too.
Oh, I miss you too, baby. You know, but my work is never done.
Oh no.
I need to get me another batch going. I think before the weekend. Is it about time to have another batch?
Yeah, it is. So
Okay.
everybody that comes on here, Natalie, she makes shea butter. It ain't gotta have a scent to it. She probably could do a little bit of scent, but she makes natural shea butter, and it's really good. I don't know. Erica just clicked off. I don't know what happened. She makes natural shea butter. If you want to, hey Susanna, thanks for coming in. Thanks for tuning in. If you want to hit her up, she makes shea butter. She makes soursop. She makes everything that you want. And hit her up. She makes everything that's healthy for you. She even know how to make juices. What is it? She makes the sea moss.
Yeah. See,
So she makes all that natural stuff. She's into all that. So
golden honey.
The who?
Golden honey.
See the golden honey. She can tell you her prices. Hit me up, and I will make sure you get her information. All natural products. So make sure you hit her up. I should have. He tripping. He wants some more food, but he tripping. So let me see. We are like 9-10 minutes in. Okay, so we're gonna go on and get started. I'm gonna wait on Mr. Island to come back, and he could join in on the conversation when he comes back. His phone or something was messing up. I'm not sure what's going on with his phone. So everybody, so like I said, the topic, if y'all were able to see it today. Natalie, I can't see you all that good.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
If y'all seen the topic today, it was talking about why men act like bands. So my guests in the audience, if y'all wouldn't mind tuning in and give y'all opinion as well. So we're going to talk about it a little bit. You have, like I said, when in the description, men is so quick to call a female. Kamora say, hey y'all.
Hey.
Don't be driving and trying to be on Facebook too. I mean YouTube too.
No, I had to connect on my phone. I don't know what's going on my computer.
Yeah, that's why I said it had to be something else that was connected that was messing you up. We got Mr. Island back. But I was talking to my daughter. So Mr. Island, you know what? You know Auntie's already in the house. And then we got a
I see
special
Auntie.
guest.
She was
Her
clocking
name
it
is,
for me. She was communicating. Hey, Auntie.
and then we also got Erica.
Hey, Miss Erica. Nice
How
to
you
meet you.
doing? You too.
Where you coming from?
I'm
That's
sorry, I didn't hear
Bam.
you.
That's Bam. She been here.
No, where's she
I,
coming from?
Oh, she just
Okay,
looked like
somebody
this. She
phone
wake up
breaking up.
looking like that,
Is it my
baby.
stuff now?
Don't you, Erica?
I can't hear you. What you say?
Erica, you
I said, you wake up like that.
No, I said where's she coming from? Like where's she at?
I'm here in that town.
put some more in
Oh,
here.
okay. What
Here we
side? What
go.
side you? Well, hold on. What side you from?
Put some more milk in here.
Well,
Put it to the one, please.
Southside raised
I'm
me.
sorry.
East
Oh, so
That wasn't milk in
you
there.
Brick City by way of Far East Side because you quiet, so you hesitant, so you Far East Side.
I was raised in Brick City.
Oh,
Moved
that's
to
what
the
I
east
thought. You
side.
said South Side,
I
Brick
mean, I'm
City. I
sorry,
already
South
know.
side.
Brick City.
Brick
Okay, I
City.
already. Okay. Represent now. Come
I,
on now.
Thanks
I
for
already knew
tuning
once
in,
you said
Crystal
South
and
Side,
Zero.
you Brick City. Well, I'm sorry. Normally I'd be on my computer. I don't know what's going on. I think what I did was I hooked up my one of my microphones and I connected it to that. And so my settings
Mm-hmm.
won't even let me go back to my computer. So all my sound is coming through my microphone, but I can't hear nothing coming out.
Yeah, that's how it does. That's why with my kit, when I hook up my microphone or try to hook up my ring light, I can't hear either. So I have to unplug it. So
But I'm trying to see. Oh, it says
she getting somewhere. Did you nick it a little bit? What? Microwave. Just so it could get a little more. It's too cold. Hold on. I know it. Tell her. This is my new grandbaby. Did he leave again? Did his stuff mess up? It did.
Oh, dang, the babies look like he fussing. They're trying to fight.
Yeah, he's fussing and he's trying to fight. He be swinging on people.
Oh, no.
But he'll be okay. She getting it together for you so we could get you some more. Calm down. Calm down a little bit. So everybody, like I said, that tuned in, thank you for tuning in. Hit that like button, subscribe, share the video out. Mr. Island is having technical difficulties. Hopefully he join us back again so we could get a male's perspective. Okay, but anyway, so we're talking about, like I said, we're talking about why men act like bands. They are so quick to call a female dog, a woman a female dog. And just 30, did you got it? And I know it. Look. She coming. He looks like RJ when he cries. He looks like RJ. And so you can't don't be doing that, baby. Yeah, slow down. It ain't going nowhere. Let me put this up. Let me get this put up on me right. And so everybody, so we are going to have this conversation about why men act worse than women when it comes to that category at times. I'm not going to say all men, so I'm not putting it to all men, but you do have some that acts more like that than we do. We're going to keep it respectful on the platform. So we're going to keep it respectful as possible. I don't sit up there. I don't say cuss words. So you won't hear me say anything, but I'm going to make sure my guests be kind of respectful. Okay. Erica, you still with us? I can't hear you, Erica.
What you say?
I was asking, was you still with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, that's true. Defense mechanism and the level of maturity. That's true. So, Erica, since you are special guest tonight, we would like to get your opinion first.
I took control, went solo, and built my own online knife empire.
Wait a minute, guys. That's not me.
Hey, Nita. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like button. Share the video out too, Nene.
Are you ready for me, Kizzy?
Yeah, we ready for you. Hey, Crystal, thanks for tuning in.
So,
Crystal, hey, y'all.
I think the reason why some of them are, hey, Crystal. I think the reason, in my opinion, I feel like the reason why they act like that, for one, some of them, when they can't have what they want, they become that.
Mm-hmm.
And most of their upbringing, when they babies and they don't know how to get their way, that's what they become. That's who they are to me.
Can you give us like an example?
Without cussing?
Without trying not to, if you could do that possibly, but
now, Kizzy, in fairness, I wasn't prepared for this.
I said
So
he's shining and he's acting up. I'm listening to you, babe.
I said, in fairness, I wasn't prepared for this, so I don't know how it works. So I want to go next.
They mommy raised bands. That's true.
That is a good one.
That's true. They
very
mommies
good
raised
one.
them like that. I don't know where Mr. Island went to. I really need him on here. So Natalie, we're gonna go and give you a chance to go. Old school gonna break it down for us. You know she is.
She hit it dead on the nail on the head. They are raised by their mothers, a lot of them, but a lot of them have seen their fathers act the same way, or men in general, and that is it. I can't have my way, or you're not doing what I want you to do or what I tell you to do. And unfortunately, it still is a lot of males. They want it their way. They want cake, ice cream, the whole deal, but they want it their way. They want a smart woman until she's too smart for them. Then if you exhibit that, hey, I'm an independent thinker. I'm not just going on what you want, and it's not Burger King. Then yeah, until I need you, then you're gonna be everything, and you may end up being everything, anything under the sun except what your name is. And a lot of them act that way more than women do. And then too, this younger generation, the women, they going for any and every single thing under the sun. And I mean, no. And too many of them have female characteristics.
Is somebody playing it on two platforms? Because it's kind of echoing a little bit. Yeah, reality text. I'm glad you caught on. I told you, if you know, you know.
Is this the bad knee?
Most of them are raised by their mothers, and they call their mama for everything. They can't figure out nothing.
Yeah, I like what Crystal said. She said they had relationships with girls and not women. A lot of girls don't have standards.
Oh, it's coming through on somebody.
Y'all let me know when y'all want some testosterone in the
Oh,
comments.
we was waiting on y'all. I
We
said
was
I need
waiting.
him to come on back so he could
We
go
was
on and
waiting.
yeah,
Spill it.
it's echoing a little bit.
For
Somebody
me,
is somebody watching it on both platforms?
I'm
is
sure
it? Am I echoing?
No,
echoing
it's
like
like I hear an echo.
Everybody do a sound check. Make it simple.
I just did. Okay.
You echoing. Erica,
We
say something.
Hey,
I can hear an echo in the background.
on mine's or Natalie's?
I can hear it on everybody's.
So, well, if that's the case, everybody gonna have to talk slow.
Really?
I mean, I don't know. I don't got an echo.
You the only one that don't have one.
iPhone 14, love it.
It's my echo. I shouldn't be echoing because I ain't got nothing plugged up.
Well, since I'm not the only one echoing, I guess I'll expound on the subject at the moment. Earlier, when I told, I shared I got a film group I'm in, and I shared on them. I'm about to be on this podcast. I shared the link and everything, and I said, I shared it, and the one guy commented. He said because they was raised by women. So we spoke on a different subject on a different time when I was on the podcast, and I made a statement before, and I will stand by it. I said, women women help create the thing they hate when it comes to men. And now, because the lack their fathers of, and I am a man who was raised without his father,
Mm-hmm.
naturally, we're going to pick up women tendencies and learn behaviors, as they call them in sociology. In psychology, sociology, or no, psychology, not sociology. I'm sorry, psychology. So, with that being said, what happens is when men become adults and they learn some behaviors, and I got two older sisters and I'm the younger brother, I'll add that in too. What happens is y'all tend to receive the same things we learn from women that we have to adapt as men because we have no other representation of men, even though we have men in our lives. If a man is not in the house day in and day out, all we can do is pick and choose, and with our own mind frame as a child, figure out, is that the right way to act? Is that the right thing to do? But your main influence is a woman. So the same things y'all raise and try to imprint on a man, say you should be a man like this, and da 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 da.
You know the code.
Y'all raise those things and y'all hate those things when it come back at y'all as women, whether your daughters or for y'all. So when y'all say BANs, yes, you're absolutely correct. But are you taking accountability for the actions that you did to help create that? That's the catch. So I'm gonna give you a small example. A lot of women feel like men shouldn't argue back with a woman. They should not keep an argument going. Well, guess what? If I grew up with two older sisters and a mom, and I felt like my voice didn't matter, because let's pause real quick. When it comes to a group of women, or even two women, and a man is involved, his opinion does not matter. It matters only about how they feel about the subject matter. When you're raised with that mindset, knowing that your words don't matter, you learn to make sure your words matter by listening and responding accordingly. And women hate that. And what men do naturally is hold a woman accountable, because men are held accountable for everything we say.
Right.
So when you're having a discussion with a man who was raised by a single mother, even if you take away the sisters, guess what he's going to do? He's going to go back and forth with you up until a certain point, and you're going to feel as a woman, why is he going back and forth with me? Yeah, I did the neck motion. Why is he going back and forth with me? Why is he shouldn't be doing this? He's a man. Which I really want that man to do is say, this is what it is, or stop, I ain't going for this. And y'all want him to be impactful as a man makes you feel. But guess what? You're not taking accountability. A whole generation since the 80s We ain't even gonna talk about the 90s and 2000s. Since the 80s, we didn't have a father. So give me some grace.
Mm-hmm.
When that man starts going back and forth with you because that's all he knows, you're looking down on him, but you're not taking into consideration. You knew he didn't have a father. You knew he had to go back and forth. You knew he had to fight for his words to be heard. And you're looking down on him saying, in your mind, even though you're inviting the conversation / argument, you're inviting it in because you want to go back and forth. But then when you get proven wrong or made me feel like, oh, did I say it? Did I say it? I heard a
That was the baby.
It was
And children tell the truth. Baby, speak the truth. That was God right there. When a man does that, especially if he's right in the argument, oh, he's sassy. He's this, he's that. Why is he going back and forth with me? I'm going to pause right there and say this, and I'm going to let somebody else speak. So when a man goes back and forth with you and he proves you wrong and you say, oh, he's sassy, or why is he arguing, but you invited the argument and you wanted to argue, how can you ask for the same thing you asked for and then get mad when you get it, only it's wrong when he proves you wrong about whatever you're arguing about? Because then it becomes a BANS.
To some, I'm not gonna say that's always true.
It's never all. We never say all, right?
Yeah. I'm not gonna say
we talking about the majority. We're talking about the subject matter. So to the subject matter is most women do believe that. Would y'all all 3 women disagree with me on that?
I won't say it's all true.
I can't agree with you 100% because this is
No.
the deal.
What I'm saying is
not even near
if
100.
majority of men, what I'm asking is this: the men who argue back, for the majority of women, do y'all believe that the man is sassy for arguing back? Is he looked down upon? Is really what I'm asking. The man who argues back with a woman, is he looked down upon for arguing back? Majority of women, not your personal experience, but the majority of women.
Maybe half the women I know, maybe, but yeah.
See, I don't like that maybe stuff. Say it's yes or no. That's a easy question.
No,
you can expound on it. But is it yes or no?
Yeah, I mean, some of the people
I can agree with you. I can agree with you to a point. Yeah, I can give it. I ain't,
just a little bit. I get where he's coming from.
But
This is catering to young girls.
I don't know why my stuff is echoing.
The
people in the audience are saying they just and
we got comments. Let's see, 10 comments.
Reality Check said she never heard of that before, and it depends on who you're referring to. And then somebody said it depends on what the argument is. So I would say
now you see. You see how that was?
But see, that's the whole thing of it is you could go back and forth, but that don't mean that you actually a BAN. You see what I'm saying? So you could go back and forth with a female depending on
break. No, hold on. Let the crowd, let the audience know. Break that down for men.
You could go back and forth with a guy. It don't automatically mean that you are a BAN. It depends on what the conversation you are arguing about. But if the man if he's always arguing and he's
wait. Let's stop right there. And I hope a man if it's a man in the comment, I hope he will comment. I can guarantee you, and I'm gonna say out of 10 men, let's say out of 10 men, I can guarantee you at least 6 to 7 men will probably agree with me that the fact that we do go back and forth, we are considered BANs. I'm not saying that we are. I'm saying that our thought process when we go back and forth with females, when it comes to them talking about that subject matter with their friends or what they think of their head, I guarantee at least 6 or 7, which is 60 or 70%, are going to are thinking in our head that woman or her friends or whoever she discussed it with are going to think we're BANs.
And they possibly could say that, like, he acting like a, but it's just more.
That's only because he knows the friend only know my side of the story of what I'm telling.
Hold on.
So I'm not gonna tell her like He.
Wait. Before we get there, though, see how you did that? You see how you did that? It was a variable. The question was a yes or no. It was simple, and then it was a variable attached to it. The simple subject matter was the fact that he does go back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm touching on. The fact that a man goes back and forth with a female about any type of subject, if he goes back and forth longer than her comfort level, he's considered subconsciously, not consciously, subconsciously, he's a BAN because she's going to react consciously from her subconscious as if he's a BAN, and the argument, it goes up, which I agree with that.
So I disagree, but are you here to go against them or are you with them?
Trust me, I'm not the one
No,
to go
I'm
against.
just asking a question because I don't agree with. I wouldn't say because he argues or he speaks his mind, or it just depends on the type that we're talking about. Because somebody defending themselves or speaking up for themselves, I'm not gonna say he's that.
Now. Why? Here's the key catalyst that I said. I didn't say the subject matter.
Right, Crystal. And reality checks, I don't either. But the fact of the matter is they do act like bands. I don't call them that either. I don't even call my friends that. So I feel you on that.
So this is what I said. I didn't say the subject matter. I said the time frame of about how long he goes back and forth. Because it does not matter about the topic.
So you mean if we have a situation from when I get up to go to work at 7:30 and when I get off at 5:30, 8 o'clock, he's still talking about it?
Nope.
Hold on, she said, but see, that's what I'm talking about. When you still talking about it, it's clearly we didn't get nowhere in the beginning. But anyway, she said, what do you mean by going back and forth? Somebody in the comments said, what do you mean by that?
So I'm gonna give my example, and I would love for y'all to give y'all example, and then let's discuss it if y'all don't mind. My example for a man is I'm gonna say, and this is a long time frame, but I think it's just fair. Let's say 10 to 15 minutes, right? Let's just say it could be the most mediocre thing you could talk about. And I say mediocre for a reason. If you feel like a man is going back and forth to you, and I'm saying subconsciously first, if you feel like a man is going back and forth to you too long for your comfort about why he should be discussing whatever topic with you, you gonna subconsciously feel like he acting like a female, no matter the subject matter. Because most women feel like a man is not going to argue one thing. A man don't argue. He don't even argue with other men. So if he's arguing with a female, it's like, okay, first it's like, oh, he cares about me. Oh, he cares about the subject matter. Okay, whatever. But after so long, when she feels a certain type of way about the conversation, I'm going to word it like that for a reason, and he keeps going, she's going to be like, what you still going back and forth with me for? You ain't supposed to do that. Subconsciously, you a man. Oh, the fact you are? Oh, you a BAN. Yes.
And like Crystal said, that's them girls. That's them girls. She was like, that ain't no woman. That's them girls.
I heard part of that, right? But you got to look at it like this. Now, bear with me because I don't want y'all to attack me on this. Depending on the subject matter and how that woman reacts, she can react like a girl, even if she is a woman. Depending on the subject matter, I'm going to say it again, she can react like a girl, even though she's a woman. But we're not talking about the woman reacting as far as that. We're talking about the man going back and forth with her. So, for instance, if we're talking about, I always give this example. Women might come home and say, the kitchen cabinet need to be screwed on. It's been about 3-4 days. He ain't fixed it yet. She feel like, well, I'm about to fix it. He ain't, and then she want to approach him and say, well, I've been told you for 2 or 3 days. I'm about to just fix it myself. And they get in an argument. In her mind, she already feels like, well, I gave you the chance to be a man. Ooh, look, ooh.
I'm laughing because I see where you're going with this, but go ahead.
I gave you the chance to be a man, but we talking about it now. He might have had, I'm tired from work. I cut the grass yesterday and I did that instead. I got the oil change the next day. I'm tired from work. I just want to chill. I want to play my game the third day. She might feel like, well, look, you done had 3 days. She ain't caring about nothing about the other 3 days about why you gave yourself a pass and why she gave you a pass. But then all of a sudden, she like, well, the cabinet still squeaking, da-da-da. And now y'all arguing about it. In her mind, and I'm again start with subconscious. I know y'all tired of me saying that, but I just got to start
Read
with
the
that.
comments, Ralph. Read the comments.
Okay, let me read them. Okay, that's fair enough. Okay, true that, brother. Okay. Okay, I got that. Okay. So my point still stands, but I will adjust it a little bit. It does go back to how the man approaches the situation. But again, we're talking about BANs. If that man, watch how I adjust it. If that man coming with excuses and just want to keep saying why he ain't did something, and still want to argue, then that's a BAN.
Exactly. And that's my thought on it.
That's my opinion. Now, if he's a man who got legit reasons, but he's not trying to argue, but no, watch the catalyst. The catalyst is most time when a man argues with a woman over something like that, he done gave his legit reasons. He really arguing because, look, why are you coming to me with this? I done told you my reasons, and this ain't a BAN. I done told you my reasons. I'm gonna get to it. And he feels I'm not saying I'm not saying all men. I'm just saying a good sum of men or a good idea of men. Look, woman, if he's a real man, I done told you my reasons. Leave me the hell alone. I'm gonna get to it when I tell you I'm gonna get to it. Now, if you don't get to it, then you got a reason for argument. That's how I feel a real man might approach it. But at that moment, I still feel like the woman might feel like he's being a BAN at that moment, even though she respects him as a man. If that makes a difference in what I'm saying. But a BAN, he gonna try to argue you down as a woman and give you excuses about what he's doing.
Yeah.
That's the difference. A real man will tell you what he did, in my opinion, why he didn't do it. He will explain himself. But then at the same time, he gonna look at you like, look, all right, I'm tired of hearing all this. I'm gonna do it this day, and he gonna get it done. That's all I gotta say on that point.
But there is a difference between the two. And so you got to know who you're dealing with. But maybe you just started. You realize real quick. I will say, I don't know about these younger girls. I ain't younger no more. But I could say 35 and up. You realize who you're dealing with real quick. And somebody that just wants to be arguing. Because you got people, men and women, that always, they just want to be right. We're not gonna do that. See, because that's where OG like me, we just gonna shut it down. It's easily done. We can agree to disagree. Miss me with that stuff. If I don't ask you to do X, Y, and Z and you ain't done it and you playing the game and this, that, and that, okay, I'm gonna do it myself, or I'm gonna call Fred to do it, and I don't want to hear nothing. And in my case, anybody that I will fool with 9 times out of 10 is in my age range. And a lot of you got half and half. They might have had a man in the household, or for XY number of years, a man in the household, and then they were solo dolo with mama. So I need to lead. My personality, I need to lead. That's just it. I do. I need to lead. I'm just gonna keep it 100% and not depend on somebody else. If I am with somebody, I don't have a problem with moving over, letting them do if they show me that they can. And that's just it. But if they show me that they can't, and it's just all on bull, that's good. They're gonna be replaced quick anyway. So I'm just gonna keep it a buck. And honestly, we had to, we might be equally yoked on having somebody in the house. And just because you got a male figure in the household, don't mean You still could be missing stuff. You know what I'm saying? You
Auntie,
could still,
can I
and
ask you a
that's just it.
question? Can I ask you a
But we're not
question?
gonna. I'm not arguing. I'm not, and most of my friends, we're not gonna go back and forth. And a lot of other things come into play. You're not gonna be. If we're in my house, you're not gonna be arguing with me over petty crap. You're not. Number one. Number two. If you're in my house and I'm telling you that the cabinets need to be screwed on and it's gone over a week, and you got excuses, you're gonna have an understanding real quick, fast, and in a hurry. Don't sit up there and ask me why Fred over here doing it, because you didn't. And I didn't feel like waiting. We gonna know each other well enough to know that is that. We ain't going back and forth. And I get it, and I done seen it. Households where mothers had 4 or 5 boys and they got to do it their own. They're gonna do it. But a lot of women, and I'm not saying sometimes we got to be honest with ourselves. I am who I am, and I am one. No, I don't believe in domestic all that mess. No, because you'll get to hit me maybe one time the first time, but the second time, I you won't. Not the same person. You won't and live to talk about it. And that's just that. Uh Point blank period, end of discussion. But I've always said a man who is, and a lot of times he can't help it, but got too many feminine traits and they more feminine than my own traits, we ain't never gonna be able to do too much of nothing, not for no long period of time. So you're not gonna get on my nerves arguing over uh mediocre crap.
Yeah, that's true.
That's just not. But a real man, and I will back any man if he come in the house and he say, "This is 3 days in a row. I come in the house. I don't care if these are my babies or not. You ain't fed them. You ain't got no food ready to check a broad when she wrong. He ain't. I'm gonna stand behind him 10 toes down. And
Yeah.
I mean, you could be my best friend in the world, but I'm gonna tell you, you failing. You trifling.
Can
Yeah.
I ask the question?
Hold on before I'm about to reiterate what she was just saying. And that's my point exactly. Ain't no real woman about to girl keep arguing with you. And if you haven't done it and you know that he's working just as well as you are, no, he's not a man. But if you sitting up there giving me pushback and you sitting around playing the video games and don't go to work and I'm going to work and I'm doing this and taking care of the kids and you just sitting around and I ask you to do something 3 days later and it still ain't done, and what you think you are, and you want to give me argument. What you think you are? So if I'm sitting there going off and going off, and you want to sit up there and call me out my name, what you think you are? You see what I'm saying? So that's my point on it. And then, like she said, a real woman ain't gonna sit up there and argue with you anyway. She's gonna go and get it done herself. Like she said, Fred gonna do it, but I'm gonna sit up there and make sure, oh, he ain't moving. Let me go and get it done. Then it's a problem with that. Then you want to have a whole argument with that too. Like, oh, well, you're gonna have somebody else come over here and do it. Well, you do it yourself then next time. Like, come on, that's a ban for you.
So check this out. Iman Shumpert, the basketball player that used to be married to Tiana Taylor. Y'all know who I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
He made a statement one time, and I read it. He said, "Man, I'll be danged if I have a man come over and cut my grass. Anything I can physically do that women like to see a man do. Man, I'm not about to let no man come over here and do that. Watch
Welcome,
why.
Messi.
Watch why I
Thanks for
say
tuning
that.
in.
Watch why I say that. I'm gonna segue that to what we talking about, right? Any real man that can do something to take care of his household, he's gonna do, no matter the time frame, right? No matter what he got to hear from his woman, right? Now watch this. Now let's talk about from the '80s on up, single parent homes with mothers. And I spoke on that earlier about that grace and everything. Most men who didn't have a father in their lives do not get that grace of the same grace that women expect to be given from a man who had a mother who cooked and a grandmother who cooked and cleaned and did all those quote unquote basic household things that a woman's supposed to do. The difference in society, in my opinion, is the grace that's allowed for women that don't know, whether you go from the '80s on down or whatever, the grace that a woman is given is exponentious. I'm not saying it right.
Mm-mm.
But y'all get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate that because I'm big on words. The grace that a woman is given is not the same as a man. Because men are men, and this ain't got nothing to do with women at this point. Because men are men, we're not given that grace to where we can falter in our manhood. The way society is now, women ain't gotta cook, they ain't gotta clean, they ain't gotta be submissive, but men are still expected to be a man's man in a woman's eyes, even though we didn't have an example.
But that's the woman that the man picked. That's the person that
Wait,
the
wait, wait, wait,
person
wait, wait, wait,
picked.
wait, 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 wait.
But
That's a
you
whole
can't
nother.
use that as an excuse though.
Wait,
Just
wait, wait, wait,
because
wait, wait,
just
wait, wait.
because he wasn't in the household don't mean that you gotta.
I'm not using it as an excuse. I'm putting something to the forefront because, like I said, I am a man who was raised by a single mother, who's been married, who's been a baby daddy, who's put himself on child support. I did all the things. I had to talk about this with my father, who's a pastor, who wasn't in my life. Every stereotype that a man like me would experience, I did the opposite of. I didn't sell drugs. I I cooked. I cleaned. I married. I went to trade school. I went to college. I graduated high school. All these stereotypes. I'm not abusive. I don't cheat. I did all these things. I come home after working 12, 14, 16, 18 hours. I'm still tending to the kids. I'm still washing dishes, cleaning. But I cannot say the same for my ex-wife.
You chose her, and those domestic
No, no, wait,
skills
wait,
was
wait,
not
wait, wait,
got you
wait,
to
wait,
marry
wait,
her.
wait, 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 wait. Now this is not the platform to talk about why I chose her. But what
I,
I'm saying is, a lot of times, a lot of times, let me say it like this: most situations in relationships, people put on images, and when they got to live it out, they can't live up to them, whether male or female. So when you think you got a woman who, and my ex-wife, both her parents was pastors and her mother was home most of the time, worked when she wanted to. Most men who fall in love and marry a woman, they think just naturally because we're men how things are supposed to go. I'm gonna take accountability for men on that one. We think they're supposed to do this. Well, if they were not talked to and raised by their mother to do certain things, they're not going to do them. They don't even know how to do them. So when let's just say you come across a good guy who's doing his half, you're looking like, well, what the heck? And then you strive and you strive. Now you say you chose them. Well, we chose off of love. Men and women love different. We choose different. And if you didn't have a father in your home to teach you or to tell you what a woman's supposed to do and how you're supposed to gauge that woman and marry that woman and date that woman, if you don't know, you fall victim. But we don't get that pass. Like Auntie said, you chose that woman. Yeah, we chose her, but we don't get that pass that we chose incorrectly. Now, when a woman chooses incorrectly, oh, it's a different story.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is it's a double-edged sword, it's a catch-22, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm not saying wrong or right. What I'm trying to point out is when it comes to a man, it's not a level field on that. It's not fair.
it, it ain't never gonna be. I sit there and listen to a conversation with a younger couple, probably about early 40s. And then I'll listen. I'm like, the man grew up in a household without a dad, and so did the woman. But because she had a strong woman that showed her, and she raised a son along with girls. So she did her thing, and all of them doing pretty good for themselves. None of them been in jail and all that stuff. But this man want to sit there. I guess he must have read some Donald Gorn books or something like that when he was locked up. I don't know. But he's trying to spit that game because you didn't have a father in the house, this, that, and the other. No, baby, that ain't no. But and I I I had a mother. Now I might not bring to the table Betty Crocker every day, because I had to get out there and get it for me and mine, my son and my daughter. And when you say that, a lot of times during the generations that had to live off of there wasn't a man in the household. If the female had men and women children, male and female children, they learned the same thing. It's just how they processed it. So no, I can't. I can do almost anything. I can. I can put down floors. I can paint. I can fix the cabinet drawers. I can do this, that, and other. Old as I am now, and a lot of that stuff I'm not going to do. But at the same time, I was there and I was blessed to have girls. They seen it. And they know even right now. Now, some of that might not be their thing to do, but they'll call me, Mama, can you could this, that, and another? Yeah, ain't no problem. Call me over if you got a Mr. Handyman supposed to come over there and fix it. Because if I see he ain't doing it right, I'm gonna call him on it right then and there. And that does it. And I got that from my father. Now I was, like I said, I got the schooling from all over, from when he was there and when he wasn't there. But I've seen in this generation, looking at from my generation on back, and I will say, the women messed up them boys, but because the men that they dealt with wasn't stand-up guys. Period. Now, and somebody who want to, if you arguing with me because I'm slacking on real life stuff, I ain't feeding the kids. I ain't you ain't gonna necessarily get a good hot cooked dinner every day. You're not gonna do that. That's just it. And ain't nothing wrong with you knowing how to cook. Now, and we can work this together. But pointing the finger all the time, or then you sitting there and I gotta wait on your time. No. And these women need to realize and start exercising their right. If I got to call Fred all the time, Fred need to be over here, not you. You're not, and it's a lot of, I'm not saying all of them, but it's a lot of
No,
want to do the bare
it's a lot
minimum
of them.
and then want to wear a crown talking about they the king. In her house that they ain't, come on, step up to the plate, or men want to sit there and holler. You date, you used to dating everybody you done dated and got kids by, and I ain't knocking it, or on Section 8 or something, paying $2 a month rent. Then you get a chick that ain't never been on it. She holding it down for her and her kids, and she ain't asking nobody for nothing, and want to look at her and say, what you bringing to the table? Kick rocks, the conversation is over with. And that's just that. I mean, I know I am one that a lot of times can be, it's no nonsense. Ain't no sense in us going back and forth. I'm not trying to prove the point to you. If you don't get it, you don't get it. And I'm cool with that. But
Yeah.
and these younger women need to step up to the plate. I didn't have baby by myself. If you ain't here to do something, you just want to be here for the good time, not the long time. Kick
Yep.
rocks, baby. You're not my man. Even though I may entertain you, what you need to realize, you're not my man. You anybody man. You're not my man.
Yeah.
You ain't qualified.
Auntie,
And you want to argue
auntie,
like a girl all the time. I don't like arguing. And
Yes.
if you argue
auntie,
like a girl all the time,
That's true.
auntie.
you gonna get
I
called that.
I ain't gonna lie to you. That arguing stuff, I don't do, and any man to do it. This is being recorded. You a BAN. Men really don't. Now we will debate. Now here's the difference. We will debate.
I like a good debate. When it's about
Thank you,
something like, yeah,
thank
I
you.
like that.
But I wanna ask you this question, and I think this holds very big merit in this conversation. Do you believe a woman can raise a man? Being how you're a
We
strong woman and how you know what I'm saying, how we've talked.
we gotta let's
Can
keep
a
when
woman raise a
people
man?
say that. Let me
No,
let me
we
tell you
cannot.
that. No,
No,
let me tell you that.
No, 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 no,
I
no. Just yes or no. Just
no,
yes or no. Just
no,
yes or no. Before
no. Well,
before you
you gonna let me
expound
do
on
this?
it.
Let
Before
me
you
do
wait,
this.
wait,
I'm
wait,
gonna
wait,
tell
wait,
you
wait, wait,
this.
wait, wait, wait,
I
wait.
didn't have no boys.
Wait,
I
wait, wait,
didn't
wait.
have no
I'm
boys,
not I'm
but I
not
had
asking you
enough
not to
nephews.
answer, but can
I
you
know.
can you
It
say
ain't a
yes or
straight
no and
black
then
and white
expound?
answer. I can, and instill in them this, that. I can, not that I want to, because I have to. See, I'm not gonna sit there and cry about it, but because I have to. But then at the same time, I believe conversation is key. I'm gonna tell you why. Even when you 4, when you 5, I'm gonna tell you why. And the number one thing is don't be a follower, be a leader, because you a king. I can do the best that I can. Matter of fact, and he'll be a great man, a great man. And it ain't cause I want to, and I ain't trying to take no daddy's place. But too many of these daddies ain't never let go of their mama's apron, so I have no choice. And anything that I do, I'ma do it to the best of my ability. I got 2 daughters. And I had a nephew that kind of halfway thought like that. And he told me one time, I wouldn't date you or your daughters. I said, dang. I started laughing. I'm like,
Um,
why? He said, because y'all don't need me for nothing. I said, so you need to be with a woman that needs you versus somebody that wants you. He said, yeah. I said, well, at least you honest. Okay. I don't need you to need me. I don't need that.
hold on, Auntie. Crystal asked what was his question. He
Auntie.
asked, can a woman
Can she
raise
raise a
a
man?
man?
I
That was
can.
his question.
I can. I can.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you a simple question. This is what I always ask women, right? Now, I'm asking a simple question. When a man has a wet dream, when he's coming of age and has a wet dream, not a period, can you teach him? Can you teach and talk to him and tell him how he should feel, think, and everything about it from a man's point of view?
I ain't no man, so it wouldn't be a man point of view. It would just be a,
Whoop,
and I would let him know
whoop.
my point of view. I'm gonna keep it
So
100,
with
and if I
that
have to
being
keep
said,
it
wait,
butter,
wait,
I
wait.
will. It
Hey, you
feels
answered the
good.
question.
It's normal. It's
No.
natural.
No. You answered the.
Yeah. It doesn't matter who teach you, long as you talk.
So if you can, stop. It does because
You like
If
sideways.
I have no choice, let's say I was married and had 10 kids and he died.
wait,
I got to raise his kids.
auntie, wait. I got 3 daughters. I'm gonna flip the coin before I even answer that. I'm going to flip the coin. When any of my daughters have their periods, I cannot tell them how they should feel, think, what they're going to experience. I cannot talk to them about that because I'm not a woman.
You didn't
Exactly.
deal with women. You got
Exactly.
sisters. You didn't deal with women. You can guide them. And then if you are uncomfortable, if it's just because you're uncomfortable, you send them to that sister and you let them know why I'm sending you to my
Wait.
sister.
It's having trouble connecting. Hold on. Just let me talk. What you can teach a boy from a woman are things that they think a man should act like, how they feel a man should act like. But to teach somebody, this is a scenario I always give people when it comes to teaching somebody. This is my personal scenario. If you want to,
She said you could talk to him, but you're not a man. I believe a woman.
would you ask anybody off the street to see if they know how to work on a car? Would you say, hey, come work on a car? Because to teach somebody something, they have to know how to do it. They have to know how to repair it. And they have to know how to teach it. Those are 3 separate things. Teaching, the word teaching means you have to know it, experience it, and be able, because it's the 3rd thing, be able to teach it. Teaching is a craft, it's an art. Everybody is not a teacher just because they have knowledge. So when it comes to you raising a son and you're not even the same gender, you don't even possess how that boy will feel off of what you're trying to tell him. So you can't teach him how he's going to feel off of how he's processing your information. You can tell him what you think, but you can't teach him. It is a difference. So again, when he has his first wet dream versus a period, you can't tell that boy how he should feel and how he should think and how he should process what comes with the responsibility of now that you are able to insert your penis in a woman, put cum in her body, have a baby, and what comes with that mentally, emotionally, and physically. You can't teach that. You're not a man.
First of all, I'm not going to tell him. I'm going to ask him. Conversation, and you learn when you communicate back and forth. No, I'm not a man, and I'm gonna
But I
tell him
asked
straight
you a
up.
simple question. Can you
I
teach
can
a
tell.
man how
Yeah,
to be a man?
yeah, to the best. Yep. Sometimes,
No, what you should have said
when
was
I
no,
sometimes,
but I
yeah,
showed
I ain't gonna
him.
say no. I ain't gonna say no. That's just me. I ain't
You
gonna
just
say no.
contradicted yourself.
I'm
You
not
just
gonna say
contradicted
no.
yourself.
Well, I may be, but this is it. If I had boys,
I love my kid. She said,
if I had boys, and I had to do it, just me and my boys, they wouldn't be menaces to society. They would be great men. And I talk with and my girls. I did not. I'm open. I ask them. I talk to them, not at them, and I ask questions. And I know sometimes when there was questions that they might wasn't so easy with, so I'm like, okay, you might not want to tell me, but now I'm gonna direct you to somebody else that you can go to and get the information. You're not just out here on your own trying to figure it out. I don't know all the questions about being a man, but I can tell you how to change. I can show you how to change a tire. If you're gonna be driving, you're gonna need to know this. I can show you where and how
I
often
think
you
it's
need to check your oil. I can do this. We ain't got to wait for Mr. Fred down the street to come around the block to show you. I got you on that one. Now, and I will tell you, I don't know about this, so we're going to have to search further for this information. And that in doing that, that's teaching him, don't be ashamed to ask somebody when you don't know.
And that's true. So I'm gonna give my opinion on it. I do have sons, and even when their father was not in their life at that point, no, I cannot sit up there and teach my son how to be men. I made sure that they had that, what you want to call it, that group, that village of men that was able to show them. I was able to show my men how they needed to treat women, and that was it. I raised you to sit up there. This is how you treat a woman. This is how you talk to a woman. You don't sit up there and act like the other.
Can I ask you a question? What you say in that comment?
Uh-huh.
When your sons are falling in love with a woman and they feel a certain way, can you tell him? Can you tell your sons? Can you? As a matter of fact, no. I'm sorry. Can you teach your sons how they should respond off of how they feel? Can you teach them that?
I've talked to my sons about it
No,
before.
no, 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 no. You talk to them about it, but
But no,
it
I can't teach them that. No, I cannot.
exactly,
And
and that's
I
my.
will lead them to someone that can, you
But
know.
wait. Stop. That's the variable stuff I always talk about. That variable stuff is what a woman has to do. And I'm not knocking it. This is what you do. Your parents, mothers, you're supposed to do that. I'm not knocking that. What I'm saying is what we're talking about when it creates these bitch ass niggas. I'm sorry, I shouldn't probably said it. BANs. These are the variables that factor in that we're not talking about. So when women are raising sons and a man with his whatever experiences with his mama, I ain't gonna say traumas, his experiences with his mama, she cannot teach him how to respond to a woman from his emotions because she's not a man. So he might have a mama that's a good mama in all the good stuff. I'm with y'all. Trust me, I'm with y'all. I really am. But how do you teach a boy who does not have an example how he should react when he's feeling like a girl loves him and likes him and she really don't? She's playing him.
And you
Y'all
let them
can't
know. If you will see it,
wait, wait, wait,
you will
wait, wait,
see
wait,
it
wait though, wait though,
before.
wait though, wait though. You can tell him what signs to look for and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
But when it comes to his feelings, because here we are talking about feelings. Let's go back to a female now. Let's flip the coin. Can we sit here and say females make the best decisions off their feelings when it comes to a man?
Nope.
Exactly. So let's flip the coin. If you don't have a blueprint and you're not even the same gender and your son is reacting to his feelings, you certainly cannot tell him how he should react. Tabernacle.
And I agree. Example.
Kizzy, hold it. Shanita, Kizzy. I couldn't tell y'all how y'all supposed to feel, but I can give y'all examples.
It don't matter at that
because
point.
y'all not gonna feel like me. A lot of people, we are on a different level. Y'all not gonna feel like me. Y'all may be more.
It don't matter at that
So
point,
I'm
and
not.
that's what I'm
I
trying to
can't
say.
teach you. I can give you the information to use in certain scenarios, but I can lay you a blueprint, but I can't teach you.
You know
Thank
what I
you
always
for
ask
tuning in,
women?
Miss Love. And she right. Half the men out here can't teach a boy how to be a man. And that's true. Kristen said, give an example that a man can teach a woman what a man can teach that a woman can't. She said, give an example.
Ooh, I'm gonna answer that question, but allow me to go back to what we was talking about, if
I'm
y'all don't
still here,
mind.
y'all. I just gotta check the baby. Hold on. You can go
And
and talk. I'm listening.
You supposed to go ahead. She can hear you. You freezing up. You freezing up, baby.
Yeah, I got you. I was the one thing I think I'm two things I think a man can teach his daughter. Just it makes you feel
We can't hardly hear you. You breaking up.
a man can teach his daughter that if he gets sex with that man, just because he sticks his penis in her, does not mean he loves her. I think I can teach his daughter that. The second thing I think he can woman, a daughter. I got 3 daughters. The second thing he can teach a little girl, a daughter, he can teach her. Just because he says something doesn't mean he means it. That's it. I'm not about to go no further. I'm not about to try to come up with nothing else. Those are 2 things that popped in my mind. Those are 2 things he can teach his daughter. Now, the difference is, because I am one of those people who I'm all about equality. You flip the coin. The difference why a woman can't teach a man about a woman and how he feels towards that woman is because women are emotional based creatures and they can like a dude but not love him. And a man's loving a woman and she can act a certain way to make that man feel like he loves her and still play that role.
You know what? I really kind of hate to, but those are just basic. I just take those as like basic traits that I had to teach my daughters and the other females, and then end up all the males that I had in my family, my nephews and whatnot.
No,
If we
no, watch
start
this,
off
auntie,
with
auntie, 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 real quick.
common.
Let me interject. Let me interject, and I am going to let you continue, but let me interject to say this. Notice how you said those are basic.
Well, to
You
me,
said those are basic.
you
said
that I would teach.
and I
It
quote,
wouldn't matter my niece, my nephew, my
right,
daughter,
right, right,
my.
right, 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 right. You said those are basic, right? So basic means foundation. Basic is synonym to foundation. So if you can't teach a man how to react emotionally to a female, because you can't do that, you agree to that. Now we're flipping the coin, and you heard what I said. Guess what? You're still solidifying what I'm saying because you can speak about, females can put on the front and say, "Oh, I love you," and woo woo woo, and they just like him or they in lust, but they don't love that man.
That works both ways, right?
Oh. When it comes to love,
That works both
I
ways. A men do
no
that
no
all
no
the
no no
time,
no no no
right?
no no. A man can lie. A man can
A
lie.
woman can lie.
No. Here, let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish. Now, both parties can lie. But if I'm actually speaking from truth about how men feel. I'm not talking about verbiage. I'm not just talking about if a man fuck you and say, I'm sorry, screw you and say, put his penis in you and say, I love you. I'm saying a man that says in acts on he loves you, like he really loves you. Any real man, not a boy, any real man If he loves a woman, he can't lie about that. Men love unconditionally. Real men love unconditionally. Do you agree with that, Auntie?
Not 100%, no. Cause see, even as a man, I love you.
Okay.
Like baby boy, I love
Wait. Watch
you.
this.
No, I ain't gonna do that. I
Wait.
ain't gonna do that.
What
I ain't
percentage?
gonna do that.
What
I ain't
percentage?
gonna do
What
that.
percentage? What percentage? What percentage? Because anything over 50 is a majority. So what
I
do you
ain't gonna
agree?
do that.
What?
I
No,
love you, but I like
listen,
doing what I do with this one.
Auntie,
And
listen
it
to
don't
my
have to be a
question.
man or a woman. It could be either doing that.
Auntie, listen to my
Babe,
question. I'm
we're
about to
gonna
ask
agree
you.
to disagree because I ain't going for that.
No. I can do that, but just answer this question. When it comes to men, when they say they really love a woman, I mean holistically. I'm not saying partially, I'm saying holistically. What percentage of men, when they say those words, what percentage of men do you think really believe that, live that, feel that? No. The real thing is, do they feel that?
I don't know. Because I only know the ones that
But
I
then
know, and I done seen it.
you
That's a
can't.
small.
If
You
if
cannot know because we even 10 toes down. I can do the same. I can play the same exact role. He can play the same exact role. I done seen people that played that role and act one way, and you thought they was really and then you see the other side.
we both
It
saying
is just
that,
if you have if you have just basic respect. It's certain ways how you should treat people. That don't mean we all do that. And then just like right now, we got so many men that's being raised by women. They game after a woman. They game down. They might have a man or two, and it depends on the man or two or three that they come across
okay?
in their lifetime and
So
what knowledge they spit to them or what. Because sometimes it's pure bull. And so it's like you really
okay,
should never have a
you say
conversation with them.
that, whose fault is that? It's the woman's fault because they
It
ganged them
ain't.
up.
It's just. It's society
Hold on,
because you could. You
no.
did not.
If
You did not. It
you
depends
just
on the
said
people that you come across in your lifetime. Because this woman could be in a
no,
house with 6 kids, 3 boys, 3 girls, and she's trying to teach them the bare basics
no.
all the way across to
Listen,
how you should treat people, how you should
listen.
expect people
I'm
to
a,
treat
I'm a,
you, to have boundaries. But you go out here and you meet Jimmy Mack, and Jimmy Mack seems like the coolest dude in the world. You might listen to everything Jimmy Mack is telling you, which is just foolish, but it sounds good. And the way he presented it, you believe.
Yeah. Her phone
Auntie.
is- Uh, Crystal said that's a
So the
trick
number
question.
one thing with
Look, you don't. Hold on, Auntie. Auntie going in. Crystal said that's a trick question. Why say it if you don't mean it? That's a ban. That don't make sense.
About what?
and
I'm not sure what y'all was talking about, so I'm not sure.
Crystal, what you saying? What you talking about? Let's touch back on that. Go ahead and type. Go ahead and type. We love it. We normally don't get the good comments. Where the comments at?
Yeah.
Where the comments at? We love
Okay.
the comments.
I got a question for you. I seen
You,
something saying that, and I just want both of y'all opinions. I think that I'm gonna have a topic about it later on. I think we'll discuss it another day. But I seen something saying it was a meme saying single women only raise men sons to be gay. What's your thoughts on that?
oh
that's
hell
crazy.
no,
That's
no
crazy.
no. Well,
That's crazy, right?
to answer that, I will say this: single women. She said single women, right? Before I go any further, I don't want to be.
Single mothers, like mothers without
Okay,
the children.
single mothers who raise their sons to be gay. That means to me is personable, is purposeful also. Single mothers who raise their sons to be gay, that's an internal issue, and they hate the fathers, and they purposely are on a mission to destroy their sons because they hate the fathers. And I don't even think that
And you
it.
said it, but we're not gonna go no further. I just
Hold
needed
on,
your opinion.
hold on.
Go no further.
Let me expand on that. And I promise it won't be long. I don't think it extends to just men being gay. I think there are single mothers out there with that same situation, issue, whatever have you, that they raise their sons and because of the spite towards their fathers, in any aspect, destroy their sons' manhood. I'm done.
And I kind of agree with that. I kind of agree with you on that. But
I'm done.
we gonna do a topic on that. So we
That's
gonna come
that's
back.
that's a good one. That's a good one.
That's really a good one. I want to do a topic on that because I know the point when I was a single parent. No, I did not raise my children to be that way at all. And if one was, it's because of something that happened. So it's a difference. But we'll discuss that another day.
We'll discuss that because, ooh, I got some. We'll discuss that another day.
We'll discuss it another day. It'll be later on this month, though. We're gonna get to this. So make sure y'all available.
Hold on, what happened to Cuz? Where Cuz go?
She had to go. She had to go.
IT, we got to hold it down now.
Baby.
You know I love you, Auntie. You know
I,
you my
I know.
favorite.
They said
You know you
Curtis
my favorite.
began to hate women due to the mother hating his father. That's possible.
Ooh, that's yeah, that's probably really possible.
That's possible.
A lot of I've just sat back and watched
Ooh,
because of whatever the woman had dealt with, or end up decide, she picked wrong and now she's in it by herself. Just having to be strong, hard, and everything, and she can be. I done seen them that I look at and say, dang, she overbearing something. And looking at you gonna mess up your son being that person, but
my
sometimes
Auntie.
we are a product of our environment or what we've seen or had to endure coming up. We don't have to stay that way.
That's true.
But a lot of that stuff, those traits are in us. If you get down to it, ain't no sense in me. Feelings are feelings. What they gonna do? They ain't gonna do nothing for me. I feel like this. I'm mad. My feelings is hurt. Get over it and keep it moving. Do not
My
treat
Auntie.
everybody's not going to pay the price for what somebody done, and I'm not going
Auntie.
to allow nobody to put that on me. You pick bad and been in some jacked up relationships, and then you come along and I meet you. I can't. I will not ride with having to pay the price for what two or three before me put you through. And then
Yeah.
if you went through a whole lot for a long term, that was your fault. I don't care if it's a man or a woman, staying in it. I don't care if it was a man or a woman, staying in it.
Yeah. I like what is it Matt B? Matt B said it's a thin line between love and hate on the topic I think that y'all were talking about. And then reality check said that's why women cannot teach boys how to be men when they decide on becoming feminine. True. And it's becoming more prevalent. Yeah. I'm echoing too. I don't know where it's coming from.
I'm in this little closet with nothing and I'm turning my volume down and it's still echoing. And I hear yours.
Yeah. So that is true. But
I
we
can
can get
actually
on that topic.
I can actually hear the
Say
echo
this.
now. You normally don't have an echo, so I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what it is either, but we'll come back to that. So y'all come back, tune in. We're gonna talk about that. But back to the topic of men being banned. Let's get back to it.
Can I can I can I can I say the actual saying, or do I got to stick to
No,
BANs?
No,
no.
we've been good. We've been good tonight. I've not said no
Okay,
out of order
so
language.
so
If they
so
know, they know.
so can I go on a rant real quick?
You could go on
Be
the rant.
be be not no
I
cuss
can't
words.
stand BANs.
I can't
Being
either.
a being a man who was raised by a single mother who had influences from some hardcore men, and when I work with whether they white or black or whatever, and I be around men who show feminine behaviors, let me tell you how it affects men who are men and got to be around BANs. Let me tell y'all, it's a lot of BANs out there, regardless of the reasons. Let's put that out there first before I go on this rant. It's a lot of BANs out there,
Yeah.
and it don't matter their color. It don't matter where they come from. But I'm telling you somebody who prays to God every day at work. I get tired of men. I am so tired of men. I'm so to the point where I have to pray about BANs.
Mm-hmm.
I was raised around some hard ass men, whether they were abusive or moral compass was good, but they didn't know how to exercise it. BANs, I'm telling you, when it comes to a real man, whether he's subtle or aggressive about it, real men cannot stand BANs. BANs is why, in my opinion, yes, we have the internet. That's a tool. Yes, we have women for their reasons, but I believe BANs are the reason why black people, African Americans, whatever title you want to give them, is the reason we don't have healthy marriages anymore. I don't blame the reason on women holistically. I don't personally. I blame it on men. Men are not men nowadays. They weren't raised by men, so they don't know what to look for in a man. They have an idea, but they don't know what a real man is. So when they come across a real man, we get fucked up. But I'm telling you, it is not a cultural thing. It is worldwide.
It's worldwide. Yes,
It
it
is
is.
a lot of BANs running this world, feeding these women, and that's why the real men like myself suffer. I appreciate me finally getting that off my chest, but I can't stand bitch ass niggas.
You just wanted to get that out there, didn't you?
I did. I'm so tired. I'm tired. When I heard the saying, it ain't tricking if you got it, I was
Mhm.
raised, it is tricking. It's just you get more money. I was raised by niggas like that. It is tricking. Tricking is an act. Tricking is an act. It don't matter how much money you got. You a trick. You could be a billionaire and you still trick. But nowadays, they say it ain't tricking if you got it.
Right.
No. No. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I done got my feelings. I'm
I
sorry.
mean,
I
I mean,
apologize.
I understand what you're saying. I just, in my opinion, men who can't be honest, they bands to me. Men who don't step up, they bands to me. Men who always want to act like a female and have temper tantrums, they bands to me. So it's a lot of men out here that act that way, and I can't stand it. But I got another topic I'm gonna bring up. I seen something else today. Look, you make me mess up. They were talking about men that continue to sleep around with other women. They really they it don't satisfy them no more. Where they tend to start messing with men. So I want to talk about that.
Oh shit. That's a whole nother topic. Oh shit. Oh
Okay.
shit. Oh shit.
And
Oh shit.
I understood. I seen it. I seen it. And I was like, I kind of agree with you. Know, if you sleeping around and you still ain't satisfied, then it's like you tend to like men because you're not satisfied. So it takes you to a whole nother level. So that'll be a conversation too.
Okay, so let me ask you this, Keita. Now, my personal preference about a woman's sexuality is different, but just for sake for what you just said, right? Bear with me. What's flip the coin? What's the difference when a woman do it?
I mean, it could get to the point where they whatever. I mean, I don't know. I think eventually some of them probably end up going the other way too. Who knows?
I'm gonna ask it again. I'm not saying your answer wasn't validated, but it because you know me. I'm big on flipping the coin, right? Auntie, you know me. Flip the coin. Flip the coin. So if men is whatever she said, what's the difference with women?
It's not to me.
It's no
Everybody,
Because
it's
you get emotionally frustrated, but that don't mean you got to change your sexuality. But let's flip the coin. 'Cause it's a
some.
lot of women out here saying men ain't shit. Da, da, da. I'm gonna go to the women.
But this
We all
didn't
know
even
that.
come from a woman. This came from a man that said this, not a woman.
Man, I was about to cuss. He a female
A
dog.
man said this, and he gave examples of celebrities that.
Oh, I love to talk to that nigga. Ooh, ooh. That's another subject. I swear to God, I love to talk to him.
Sodom and Gomorrah. Ain't
Man,
nothing new under the sun.
that has so much. Ooh. I'm done. I don't need. Ooh. I
Okay,
love to talk.
so
And before I say anything further, I do have a gay friend as my brother. He's my brother, so I'm not homophobic or nothing like that. I done went to gay clubs and everything. So I just want to say that so when people hear this comment, see this visual, they know I'm not like that. I don't know what I want to say, but I don't know.
I feel you on that, Matt B. They better get with it. Um. Okay, so I think we're gonna wrap up our topic for tonight. Um. If y'all did not get to join this live, I don't like this echo. If y'all did not get to join this live, please make sure that you leave a comment after this video is over with. I like to thank Mr. Island. I like to thank Natalie for coming in tonight. This was a great topic. And he gave great examples of bands. And I love a male's perspective of it. So thank you, Mr. Island, for tuning in as always. You know, we love to hear your opinion on a lot of things. So I appreciate that. And
I got you.
thank you all for tuning in. Thank you, Erica. She had to leave. Thank you, Erica, for tuning in. We're going to bring her back as well. She's going to come back and on the show again with us too. So make sure that y'all tune in next week. It's the plan to have my pastor on, so it's going to be different. I'm going to have my pastor on here talking. But we will be back after that, and we will be having these other topics. I'm going to make sure y'all tune in Thursdays now. Every Thursday at 8:00. Tune in. We got you. Thanks for everybody in the audience. Thank y'all all for tuning in. Thank you all for the comments. I appreciate it. Everyone, if I did miss somebody, I'm sorry. But thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. Thank y'all. Love y'all. Have a good night.
Good night, everyone. Till next time.
Harville West Side.
Girl, he will
hit me
make
up,
me.
kid. Hit me up
Make
before
sure
you
you
get out.
subscribe, Net B. Subscribe.
Yes.
And you can come on here. You can come on here too
Yes.
if you want to. Let me know.
Hey, talk to
You,
Auntie. Talk to Keita.
Nat B and reality. I was glad to see them. They coming in. Hit it. No.
Yes.
Read the comments. We got comments to come in, Keita.